Blue fans, hold on tight, because what's about to happen on Merseyside could mark the beginning of an unforgettable new era for our Everton. The new home is almost ready. The stadium in Bramley-Moore Dock will change everything, and not just in terms of architecture. There's a lot of movement behind the scenes, big names being mentioned, an Idol's return on the agenda, and a turnaround that could put the Toffees back on the European football radar. But what if I told you that a Premier League champion could be considering wearing blue? And what's more, that one of the club's greatest recent symbols may be showing signs that he could return? Don't worry, because this is just the beginning. There's also a promising youngster, a fierce competition with English giants, and even uncertainty about old acquaintances that could completely change Moyes' attack for next season. So stay with me until the end, because every detail I'm going to tell you now could be decisive for the future of our Everton. And if you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the Toffees, like and subscribe to the channel, because here the fans' voice is always a priority. End of an era, start of a new chapter. Everton are ready to leave Goodison Park behind and open the doors of the brand new stadium at Bramley-Moore Dock, a modern temple with a capacity of 52,888 fans, which promises to be the new Blue Cauldron. And of course, you can't start this new phase without worthy reinforcements. And that's where Jack Grealish comes into the conversation. Yes, that's him. The controversial, talented, and full of personality number 10, who had a dull season at Manchester City, is about to turn the page on his career. Pep Guardiola left the star out of the last match of the season, citing a technical decision. But let's face it, this smells like goodbye. And among the interested parties, guess who appears with a vengeance? That's right, Everton. According to rumors, Grealish wants to stay in the northwest of England, which puts the Toffees in a good position in this dispute. Richard Keys and Andy Gray, during the live broadcast on beIN Sports, raised the question. Everton? Asked Gray, and Keys said it straight away. I think Everton would love a number 10, and he would be loved, being loved. That's the point. At City, he was just another cog in the wheel. At Aston Villa, he was an idol. At Everton, he could be all of that and more. And more. Be the face of the club's new era. A new home, a new chance, and a coach, David Moyes, who knows very well how to get the most out of a player hungry for prominence. But it doesn't stop there, because while Grealish's name is stirring up the fans, another young talent could be about to wear blue, Liam Delap. The 22-year-old striker who scored 12 goals for relegated Ipswich Town is being targeted by several Premier League clubs, including Chelsea, United, and Newcastle. But the team that can give him what he wants most, minutes and prominence, is Everton. Delap has a point to prove, and for just $30 million, he becomes a very attractive bet. The decision is about to be made, and David Moyes has already made it clear. He wants names that come in and play. Delap fits that profile. More than that, he could be the young face of the blue renewal. And speaking of familiar faces, look who's back on the agenda. Richarlison, our pigeon. The former Everton number 7 ended the season with Tottenham, leaving an enigmatic message. He thanked the fans for their support, spoke of gratitude, but ended by saying, "Let's go for more." More what? More titles with Spurs? Or a new story with the shirt that he honored like few others? David Moyes has already signaled his interest. And the Friedkins, the new owners, want to give the fans an impactful signing. If there is anyone who understands what it is like to play for Everton, it is Richarlison. But the question that looms is, would he be willing to give up the Champions League to return to the club where he was an idol? There is still no answer, but the flame of hope has been lit. Now, if Richarlison's return is still uncertain, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's future is equally cloudy. With his contract about to end and a season marked by injuries and few goal contributions, the striker is not guaranteed to stay. Moyes needs to decide, keep an inconsistent player or look for a new name to lead the attack. Calvert-Lewin sent a discreet message after Doucouré's farewell, thanking his teammate. But his silence about his own future leaves doubts in the air. And with Beto being speculated to leave, keeping the number 9 may be a question of necessity, more than conviction. One thing is certain, Everton is in turmoil. The new stadium is coming. The transfer market has begun, and David Moyes has already shown that he wants more than just stability. He wants to build a competitive team with personality and identity. And the names that are being mentioned, Grealish, Delap, Richarlison, are not just reinforcements. They represent ambition. They represent a new Everton. If you want to follow every twist and turn of this transfer window, every step towards the new blue era, you already know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like and activate notifications, because what's coming is promising. The future is knocking on Bramley-Moore Dock's door, and it could be bluer than ever.